It's 2 a.m. The world sleeps. But you're still planning. The glow of your laptop lights up pages of color-coded routines, backup plans, and last-minute tweaks. You tell yourself, one more adjustment, then you'll be ready. But deep down, you know the truth. You're stalling. You've mistaken planning for progress. Again. And despite all the prep, morning will come, and you still won't have started. Because chasing the perfect plan has stolen your action. One late night at a time. Perfect is procrastination in disguise. Here's the hard truth. Waiting for the perfect plan is just procrastination in disguise. It feels productive, but it's just fear hiding behind preparation. There's a fine line between planning and paralysis, and perfectionism crosses it fast. You spend hours researching the best workout, business model, or routine, telling yourself you'll start once it's flawless. But as James Clear puts it, being in motion isn't the same as taking action. Planning feels safe, action feels risky. So we hide behind the illusion of getting ready. Let's call it what it is. Perfectionism procrastination. You're not too prepared, you're just scared to fail. But no dream lives on paper. You don't need a flawless start. You need to start, period. Because every day you wait for perfect is a day of progress lost. Why your brain loves planning and how action sets you free. Why do smart, driven people get stuck in planning paralysis? Because your brain craves certainty. Action risks failure, and your brain sees that as danger. So it pushes you to plan endlessly, thinking it's protecting you. The more you plan, the more afraid you become of what you haven't planned for. It's a loop. Comfort in control, fear in execution. To break that loop, remember this. Action creates momentum. Every time you take a step, even a small one, your brain rewards you with dopamine. That's fuel. One tiny win leads to another. You shift from what if I fail to I'm doing it. Psychologists call it an action bias, choosing movement over more thinking. Because motion builds motivation. Waiting and overthinking, that kills it. Your brain becomes what you feed it. Overthinking creates hesitation. Action creates progress. All it takes is one step to start the shift. You're stuck in the perfect plan trap. How do you know if you're stuck in perfect plan paralysis? Look out for these signs and be brutally honest. Endless research, no results. You binge tutorials, read articles, plan like a pro, but you haven't actually started. Being informed is smart, but drowning in info, that's just decision paralysis. Obsessing over details. You're stuck tweaking fonts, playlists, or layouts instead of doing the real work. It's like polishing a ship that never leaves the dock. Perfectionism hides in the small stuff to avoid the big stuff. Fear of failure. You stall because what if it goes wrong? Not launching feels safer than risking embarrassment. But that safety is an illusion. It's keeping you from growth. If fear outweighs your desire to succeed, you'll stay frozen. I'll start when syndrome. When you're more confident, when life calms down, when everything's ready. But here's the truth. Future you is just present you with more excuses. No real deadlines. You keep pushing the start date. Next week becomes next month. Without accountability, your plan becomes an endless to-do list with no execution. If any of these hit home, don't feel guilty. Feel aware. You've spotted the trap. Now it's time to break out of it. So how do you break free from the perfect plan trap? Simple. Start before you're ready. Not recklessly, but decisively. Here's how. Launch fast. Stop chasing 100% certainty. Aim for 70% and go. The rest, you figure it out by doing. If your first draft isn't a little embarrassing, You waited too long. Start messy. Learn as you move. Iterate publicly. Share the rough version. Build in public. It creates accountability and gives you real feedback. Clarity doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing in the real world. Forget perfect. Aim for tiny wins daily. One extra rep. One more page. Progress compounds fast, and it's a whole lot easier to sustain than perfection. Set real deadlines. No more someday. Pick a launch date. Commit. Tell someone. When the day comes, show up, ready or not. You'll rise to the moment or learn from it. Either way, you win. Redefine failure. Failure isn't final, it's feedback. Every flop is data. You're not failing, you're experimenting. Learn, adjust, keep moving. That's how real progress is made. The truth? The perfect plan comes after you start, not before. Action builds clarity. Momentum replaces fear. So ditch the myth. Start now. Start small. And refine as you go. Imperfect action. Your path to freedom. Picture the relief of finally starting that thing you've been avoiding. The plan isn't perfect, it's messy, raw, unfinished, but it's moving, and that motion brings momentum. That's what freedom feels like. You've spent enough nights overthinking. Now it's time to trust yourself. Not because you're fully prepared, but because you'll figure it out along the way. Start before you feel ready. Say yes before you have all the answers. Life doesn't wait for perfect. It rewards those who leap while others hesitate. Mistakes? You'll make them. And that's proof you're in the game. Every imperfect action is a win over the fear that once held you back. Confidence is built through movement, not imagination. So take that first step, even if it's shaky. Your future self isn't waiting for a flawless plan. They're waiting for action. That late-night planner, they don't need another draft. They need courage. And so do you. Let today be the shift. Let it be real. Let it be rough. Just make it happen. Perfection doesn't build momentum. Imperfect action does. Waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. Click on this next video to uncover the confidence lie. Why you don't need to feel ready.